Deep in the jungles of Central America, there are cities bigger than medieval London. Cities with pyramids taller than Notre Dame. With plumbing. With astronomy precise enough to predict eclipses centuries in advance. And almost nobody has ever heard of most of them. Because the jungle swallowed them whole. For over 1,000 years, Maya cities sat buried under trees so thick that satellites couldn't even see them. Until recently, when scientists found a way to see through the trees entirely. And what they found rewrote everything we thought we knew about the Maya. This is the story of the civilization the jungle tried to erase. For decades, archaeologists walked through these jungles on foot, hacking through vines just to find a single temple. It could take years to map a single city this way. Then, in 2018, researchers flew lasers over the jungle in Guatemala. A technology called LiDAR, which can see through tree canopy and map the ground beneath. In weeks, they mapped more ancient structures than a century of fieldwork had found. Over 60,000 previously unknown structures. Houses, palaces, highways connecting cities across the jungle. Highways. In a jungle civilization we thought had no use for roads, some cities turned out to be 5 times larger than previously believed, suggesting the total Maya population may have been over 10 million people. At its peak, possibly more people than lived in medieval Europe at the time. And they built defensive walls, moats, fortified cities, which told researchers something unexpected. These cities weren't peaceful. Warfare between Maya city-states was constant, organized, and large-scale. Not the peaceful stargazers the Maya are sometimes imagined to be. They were sophisticated, organized, and dangerous to underestimate. While they were building cities, the Maya were also staring at the sky. For centuries, tracking everything. They created a calendar system so precise, parts of it are still mathematically accurate today. The Maya could predict solar eclipses centuries in advance, without telescopes, without modern mathematics. Just patient observation across generations. They also independently invented the concept of zero, one of only a few civilizations in human history to do this on their own. Their number system allowed them to calculate dates millions of years into the past and future, far beyond what was practically useful, suggesting this was as much philosophy as science. They believed time moved in cycles, not a straight line like we think of it today. Each cycle ending and beginning again, like seasons on a cosmic scale. This is actually where the 2012 end of the world myth came from. One calendar cycle ended in December 2012, which the internet completely misunderstood as a prophecy of doom. It wasn't an ending, it was a new cycle beginning, exactly as the Maya intended it. The Maya weren't predicting an apocalypse, they were just better at math than we gave them credit for. So, if they were this advanced, why did the cities empty out? Around 800 to 900 AD, something called the Classic Maya Collapse began. City after city was abandoned within just a few generations. Multiple theories explain why, and they're probably all partly true. The first, severe, prolonged drought. Tree ring and lake sediment data confirm multiple decades-long droughts during this exact period. Crops failed. Water sources dried up. The second theory, overpopulation and deforestation. Maya cities had grown so large that they had cut down enormous portions of surrounding forest, which made the droughts even worse. Fewer trees means less rainfall. A vicious cycle they likely didn't fully understand was happening. The third theory, warfare between exhausted city-states fighting over shrinking resources. As resources became scarce, the constant warfare we talked about earlier intensified. Cities that once cooperated turned on each other, and slowly, over roughly a century, the great cities were left empty. Not destroyed in a single dramatic event, just gradually abandoned, family by family. The Maya people themselves never disappeared, by the way. Millions of their descendants still live in the region today. It was the great cities that fell silent, not the people, and the jungle simply grew back over what they left behind, hiding cities the size of modern metropolises for over 1,000 years. We are still discovering how big this civilization really was. LiDAR scans are ongoing right now across thousands of square miles of unexplored jungle. Every few months, new cities are being found. We may have only uncovered a fraction of what's actually down there, an entire lost world just waiting under the trees. If you want to know what else is still hidden out there, subscribe. Next week, we go back to the desert for something even stranger.